Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, Wisdom and Light here, and I am back with another monthly horoscope. Happy New Year to all of my Scorpios. If your sun, moon, or rising just so happens to be in Scorpio, this message is divinely for you. Thank you so much for all of your love and well wishes. December was crazy for me. I wasn't able to do my December messages because I reached my goal in December. I sold so many candles. To anyone that purchased a fixed candle from me, thank you so much. And it was just a whirlwind, but because USPS had so many delays, it was just crazy. I didn't even have time for myself, but we are here, 2021. Happy New Year. I'm so excited. So if your sun, moon, or rising just so happens to be in Scorpio, this divine message is for you. Heads up and little disclaimer, not all messages are going to resonate because we are reading for a big group of Scorpions. So just please grab what resonates and definitely feel free to watch your other placements like your rising sign, your sun sign, your Venus sign, and you might resonate with that message if this one is not resonating with you. All right, so we got all that out the way. Let's pull on the vibes. What is going on for Scorpio? What does Scorpio need to pay attention to for their highest good? 1, 2, 3, 4. Stop. Okay. We have the 7 of Pentacles that actually shows up for Scorpio. We're going to put these over here. Page of Cups. No, Page of Pentacles. The Lovers. Okay, Scorpio. We have the 10 of Swords. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Mix this, mix that, mix that. Death. Huge Scorpio energy, and Beyonce is a Scorpio moon. Makes sense that her card came out as the Death card in the original tarot. This deck is called the Illest Tarot deck, but I believe she changed the name. The owner of this deck, I lost the box and everything, but Illest Tarot deck, and it might show a different name, okay? But I'm sure you guys will find it if you Google it. Illest Tarot deck. She did change the name. So, you know, heads up. But I think it's still connected and it will still take you where you need to go. I'll do my best to put the link down below. I'll try to find it. I'll do my best. Okay. Ace of Wands. Yeah, I had this since I started the channel a long time ago. The Devil. Scorpio, your spread is wild. And then lastly, the Star. All right, Scorpio, let's get into all of this intense energy that is in your reading. So what I'm feeling for you guys, the 7 of Pentacles, you are in the space of definitely thinking about your money. You're thinking about your future. You're thinking about your abundance. You're thinking about how you want to work this year, how you want to level out the playing fields. You just want this year to be more expansive, but it's requiring you to go inward and to think about how you want to bring that money in for yourself, how you want to make your goals happen, how you want to make your dreams come true. Similar energy to Cancer that's going through this wave right now, but this could also be for every zodiac sign because we are under the influence and energy of Capricorn. We're still in Capricorn season, January 2021. Therefore, all of us are thinking about the next phase. Now, a lot of us in 2020 went through a lot of hardships. There's people that lost their jobs. So you could, you could be in the space of wondering, okay, how am I going to get to work? Do I want to go back to work? How am I going to make more? Or what can I do that's going to give this? What can I do that's going to make that happen? What's beautiful is the divine is saying that All you have to do is ask and say what you want, and your wish is my command. The only thing that you are being warned about, Scorpio, for the month of January when it comes to your business dealings, try not to put too many things on your plate. Try not to do too many things at once. Yes, you're multi-talented and you're good at a lot of things, but you have to devote your energy into one thing at a time. Otherwise, you could be experiencing a burnout. So for some of you, let's say you have a store online and you want to sell clothes, but somewhere in the mix, you're saying, you know what? I want to sell clothes, but I also want to sell skincare, right? Like all of a sudden you want to sell some skincare, and nothing wrong with that. But now, your clothing line didn't come up just yet. It didn't take off the way you wanted to. And, now you have this responsibility of your skincare line coming up. You spent all of this money to make it. Now it's here, but nothing's really making money. And that has a lot to do with you putting your energy in two different things. Now, this doesn't mean that you can't be successful with it, but Spirit is saying, let's focus on what's in front of you. How can we make this better? How can we make this the engine that keeps supplying you before we focus on other endeavors? And if you're serious about starting something and focusing on something, let it be one thing at a time, Scorpio, because I do feel that your energy is also very low. It's low because of everything that you had to go through last year, having to do critical, quick thinking to make sure that everything flows smoothly. So this year, I feel that you want to take it easy. You want money to flow, but you can't experience that if you're doing the same things that got you here in the first place. So don't spread yourself too thin, Scorpio. You don't have to spread yourself too thin. Just set goals for yourself now on how you want this year to be. Now, this means that some of you guys have to make some changes. You might have to raise your prices. You might have to look into advertisement and advertising your business, showing people what you do, what you're made for. I feel that for Scorpio. Step out of your comfort zone a little bit. Take that chance. I know some of you guys might not be trusting of things, but definitely listen to your intuition. Lean on your own understanding because you're highly intuitive, Scorpio. And I feel that the moves you're going to make is going to benefit you in the long run. So I feel very good for Scorpio, but I am seeing necessary changes coming up for Scorpio surrounding their business, surrounding how they want to be seen professionally. We haven't even got to love and emotions just yet, but that is literally the heaviest part of the reading, and it has a lot to do with business. It has a lot to do with money and how you want that to come towards you, how you want that to flow. So I do feel good for Scorpio for planting seeds and making it happen, but try not to spread yourself too thin. Then we get into the Lovers, the Ten of Swords, the Death card. Now, for a lot of Scorpios, some relationships came to an end, a realization that something is not going anywhere. So when it comes to love, I am seeing that some Scorpios had to end a relationship. A lot of you had to end a relationship, or you had to end an idea of how someone used to be. You had to accept, this is who I am, and the person's not going to change because they're evolving. Just like you're evolving, they're evolving. It's kind of like you're married, but the person you've been married to for like 30, 40 years, they've changed because it's not that they changed for the bad, but they're changing into who they need to be for themselves because we're different people. When we're in a relationship for a long time, you would think that sometimes two people evolve together, but sometimes they evolve, they do this, and then they split apart because one person might want to be more religious, the other person might want to be more spiritual. One person wants to get a little witchy, one person wants to be of the church. Now, I know a lot of witches and spiritual people that still go to church, but you have people that are like, no, you got to pick a side. Like, you have people that are like that. And for me, if you're not killing nobody, if you're not murdering nobody, then do what you feel is right for you and your soul and for your well-being. But that's the vibe that I'm getting. You're experiencing that your partner or someone that you love, you are outgrowing them, or both of you are outgrowing each other. But there could be a lot of loyalty there to kind of keep it together. Or you guys can come to that decision like, you know what, let's just call it quits. Let's just end it right then and there. That can be a situation for Scorpio. Another situation for Scorpio is it's not necessarily that you guys are growing apart, but maybe your wants and needs are a little bit different as you guys are getting older, as you guys are getting to know each other more. So that being said, Scorpio, I would say this is a great time for you to definitely put your energy towards one thing at a time rather than doing too many things at once. So for your career life, plant that seed and nourish it. For your love life, figure out where you are going in that dynamic, whether you're married, in a relationship, or single. Where are you going? Where are you headed? How do you want to receive love? Because you can't receive it by doing the same things over and over. And some of you have to recognize these endings. You have to accept that this is an ending. You have to accept that this is necessary. Because maybe some of you guys are holding on. You're holding on to the past nostalgia, but you have to accept that this person is no longer aligning with you. They're no longer seeing things the way that you see it. And it doesn't even have to be romantic. This can even be friendships. This can even be business exchanges. You might not resonate with how you've been doing business. Maybe you've been doing hair for 20, 30 years, or you've been doing this for a long time, but now you're outgrowing that and you want to do something else. And Scorpio, you have to remember that you represent transformation. Scorpio is not only ruled by Mars, but you guys are also ruled by Pluto. Pluto represents death, rebirth, and transformation. And you guys are transforming. You guys are changing. You guys are evolving for the better, and that it's okay. So recognize endings rather than holding on to who someone used to be by you, because they have the right to change, just like you have the right to change. We want to keep things the way that they are, but that's not realistic. That's not healthy. If everything stayed as it was, would technology be what it is? Would buildings look the way that they do? Everything is more advanced because everything is changing, and change is necessary. Now, sometimes too much change sucks, because if you want to have a nostalgic moment, you can go to your old neighborhood, but everything looks different. They broke it down and they built this supermarket. So I can understand us wanting to keep things as it is because it feels good. But Spirit is saying it's necessary to release and let go. I've always said this, but Beyonce represents death and transformation. She represents, I'm going to reinvent myself every time the world throws lemons at me. I'm going to make lemonade. Hence, her album was called Lemonade. And she's a Scorpio moon. I already said that, but I had to let y'all know that Beyonce is a Scorpio moon. That's why she's very to herself. She's very secretive. She doesn't follow anybody. She doesn't do interviews anymore because people twist and turn what she says. Just like people tend to twist and turn your intentions, Scorpio. So Scorpio, pull back and recognize that these endings are necessary. Whatever this means to you, I hope that resonated for some of you. We have the Ace of Wands, we have the Devil, we have the Star. So here's the thing. You're passionate about starting over. You're passionate about this new start. You're in the space of creating. So that's amazing. You're sticking to something. Stick to something and execute it. Don't do too many things at once. We have the Devil card. Now, I know some people get scared of when that card comes through, but this is Capricorn energy. And this is actually talking about you're going to actually be doing very well money-wise. So whatever you're doing right now is going to amplify it. So Scorpio, take advantage of this month and planning out your business, planning out month by month what you're going to do to elevate. You guys have to give yourself a plan and stick towards it. No more going with the flow and just doing things when we think about it. Plan ahead. Plan each month on how you want it to go. Give yourself deadlines, give yourself schedules, be on top of yourself, because you're going to see those things happen. And that's focusing on one thing. And when you achieve that, you can focus on that other thing that you wanted to focus on. You can't spread yourself too thin. You can't be in 10 places at once. You just can't. As talented as you are, you can't do that. So Scorpio, I love that the message is actually telling you to accept endings, because I don't know, some of you guys miss somebody. You miss how things used to be. You have a nostalgic energy. You miss that, but let that go, because what if you guys were vibing, but y'all were both young? You guys had this mindset of teenagers. You guys are adults. Your needs are going to be different than his. Her needs are going to be different than yours. Like, you want different things. You cannot think that you're going to think the same way as time goes on. People are going to change. And what happens is when we have love in the way, it blinds it. And we don't want that to change. So we see it as betrayal. We see it as a whole bunch of things. You know how many times men change their minds? You know, like they're vibing with this person, and then one day, you know what, I'm not vibing with this anymore. People change their mind. And that's what sucks. So Scorpio, allow people to change their mind. Because just like how they're changing for what you feel is the worst, you're changing for what you feel is the better. And they can feel like you're changing for the worst and they're changing for the better. Perspective. Perspective is everything. Now, if this helps you, Scorpios, because I know this is like, damn, that fucking sucks, right? I get it. But Scorpio, I actually do feel, Scorpio, sun, moon, and rising, the person did change for who they need to become. But is there a silver lining? Is there a moment where we can make this work, or we can come to an agreement, or You have to accept me for who I am right now, and I will accept you for who you are. Yes, that moment will come. I'm not being guided to know when. Oh, they're not telling. Okay, I'm not hearing when, but they're saying, yes, this will happen. But when you come to that conclusion, you both will have an energy in a sense of, this person is different, but they respect where I have to be in life, and I respect where they have to be in life. You guys will come to that conclusion. Whoever this person is that's weighing in your heart, that you want to speak with, that you want to figure things out with, will things be the same? No, but you guys can start over in a different direction. You guys can start over, and you can reintroduce who you are, just like they can reintroduce who they are. Sometimes you meet somebody and they were eating everything you want to eat, you're vibing, you're chilling, and then boom, I want to be vegan. You have to reintroduce this new person to you. Not that being a vegan will make you different, but now the dynamics change. You can't just take them out to eat anywhere. You got to be conscious that they're vegan. They can't just be eating what they want to eat. They can't just go to Fridays. They don't really have a lot of vegan options. So you adjust to the change that they made within themselves that's positive for them, just like they're going to adjust to the change that's positive for you. But sometimes you're going to see some dynamics where people can't do that. So Scorpio, if you are in a situation where that can't happen, then recognize this as being an ending. But I do feel that some Scorpios will reach that conclusion. They will understand each other's differences, but still have love for one another. And they will get to relearn their new way of doing things, their new way of being. And that's perfectly fine. It's like both girls were brought up in the church, but one girl discovered spirituality. She wants to be a Buddhist. One girl stayed in the church. Do they have to fall out? Do they have to not be friends anymore? No, they don't. They don't have to take it there, but some people do, because they might be extreme with their viewpoints. But Scorpio, I feel that you're fluid. You're very flexible. You might be like, you know what? You may be a Buddhist and I may be a Christian, but we can still be cool. We just can't do this or we can't do that, and just for blah, 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 blah. People do it all the time. It's choosing your battles. That's what I'm seeing for a lot of Scorpios. But when I'm telling you, there is definitely a heavy energy of breaking up with someone because you've changed or because they've changed, that's definitely here in this reading. Changing up your clientele base, changing up how you want to be perceived. Scorpio, again, if you own a business, you need to focus on your business in January 2021. That needs to be your focus. You need to look into advertisement. I know Instagram does like those promo things, but guys, when these promo stuff that big profiles do, please be careful with that, because sometimes they say, oh, I'm doing promo, you got to be Cash App ready. They be posting like 40 different stories and nobody's going to see your advertisement that you paid for. So y'all got to pay attention to who you guys are paying advertisement towards. If they post maybe 4 to 5 times in their stories, that means more than likely people will see your flyer on their stories and they will flock to your Instagram page and they will start following you and give you business. But that only depends on if the person that's doing the advertisement is not putting a whole bunch of stories, because if I see a whole bunch of stories, I'm not interested. I'm going to just click, or just swipe through it. So y'all need to be mindful of that, because some Scorpios could get bite by that, or not paying attention to things. And if it's not Instagram, take what I just said, but put it into like the real world. You know what I'm saying? Does this person have credentials? Can they be your marketing manager? Do you need this? Do you need that? Is this program good for you? You'll know what's good for you and what isn't, Scorpio. So make this month about your money. Make this month about your money. Solidify where you're going surrounding your money, Scorpio. Now, any more messages coming through for Scorpio? I heard money, honey. It's all about the money. Y'all are where the money resides, where the money resides, where the money resides, where the money... Okay. All right. Let me get serious. Okay. Any more messages coming in? 3 of Wands, being hopeful, creating abundance for yourself. Yeah, yep. But there's that ending, there's that breakup, there's that, why couldn't you stay that way? Because people change. People change. It sucks, but people don't stay the same. People change. What about men that were straight, right? And I'm using a lot of crazy scenarios, but it's very like A man who always kind of felt that he was fluid, like he was bisexual, but he said, nah, I'm gonna be straight. But when he reached his Saturn return, when he turned 28, he's like, fuck it, I'm not hiding no more, I'm bi. Does that make him evil? No, he came to that conclusion and he has the right to come to that conclusion. Now, you may feel like it's evil because it's like, what are you talking about? That's gonna hurt you, but y'all get where I'm going with this? People change. Now, of course, there's different stories, there's different scenarios. It depends on how the person does it. Then it can be hurtful. And let's say it was hurtful how you received the news on how they want to be, right? It's hurtful, and I feel that you guys should be mad at the fact on how they did it. But in the essence of changing, nah, people change every day. We change our hair, we change our clothes. We're going to change our energy too. Constantly. If you're about evolution, if you're about growth. And Scorpio, that's what y'all represent every time. So let's look at some love messages. Recognizing endings. Accepting differences is what I'm seeing for Scorpio in the month of January 2021. Any love messages for Scorpio? Love yourself first. Don't settle. Okay. Next message for Scorpio. This could be the one. Okay. Expanding your options. This could be the one. You've already met this romantic person that you seek. Okay. You deserve love. So what I will say for Scorpio, whether you're in a relationship or that you're single, you are deserving of all the love in the world. So what I do feel for you guys is loving yourself first. This could be the one and you deserve love. Take your time with all of that. You don't have to know an answer right now. Go with the flow. There doesn't need to be a definite answer. Just don't rush. I heard for a lot of you, please don't rush. There's no reason to rush into a new relationship like that. Just date the person and see how you feel. Engagement. So some of you guys could be committing to someone this year. Children, babies. Again, it feels good. This change feels good. It feels good, but let that old stuff go. Let them be who they want to be right now so you could step into this person that could be stepping in or deepening a connection that you already have, Scorpio. Okay. Anything else that I'm seeing? Anything else? Separation again. The time away, needing to just remove that person or whatever, it's for the best. It is really, honestly, truly for the best. No hard feelings. All right, guys. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much. I'm going to end off the reading with one more message. And the last message is let your light shine. Let your light shine. Don't dim your light for nobody. You got this. This is going to be a good year for y'all. Anyways, I love you guys. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about this reading. And I will talk to you guys later. Mwah. Bye.